Hi there, Scorpio, and welcome back to Star-Lord's Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the month of June 2025. Can you believe we are halfway through the year already? It's incredible how fast this year is going. Anyway, I already shuffled the cards, laid them out in the monthly format. We're going to start off with your overall energy and then break it down week by week. And let's see what we have. Let's get going here, Scorps. Nine of Wands in the reverse is the overall energy. Beautiful. Happy to see this because this represents that challenges could be coming to an end. Now, this card came up for a lot of the signs this month, but you're the only one to get it as a central energy. So this is interesting. Nine of Wands in the upright position is the wounded warrior energy, where we're on guard, ready to fight another day if we should have to. It's about the same pesky challenge that keeps sort of, the monkey wrench in the plan that keeps happening. It could be that same conversation you keep having over and over again, that same block, that same roadblock that's always in the way. Well, guess what? This month, the challenge will be dissipating. Now, for some of you, this could just be leaving you for the month of June. For others of you, maybe it's a permanent solution that is found to a pesky financial problem, health problem, relationship problem, whatever, work problem, whatever's been going on in your life. It's coming to an end. So that's positive. Week 1, we have the Three of Cups in the upright, rooted down by the Eight of Swords reversed. The Three of Cups represents a celebration. What are we celebrating here? That the challenges are gone. This can be a small, intimate celebration. Sometimes this can represent getting together for an event such as an engagement party. It could be a bridal party. It could be a stagette. It could be anything like that. Getting together with a small group of friends can be a bon voyage party for some of you. Whatever is going on here, it's a pleasant event. It could be some of you are getting together with a few close friends that you haven't seen in a while and you're just sort of, catching up. Others of you could be going on vacation with some friends and having a really good, enjoyable time. It's rooted down here by the Eight of Swords reversed. This is about finding an escape hatch. Sorry. I seem to be having a little bit of a frog in my throat right now. The Eight of Swords upright can point to when we're up in our head too much, we're overthinking a situation, we feel trapped, and sometimes it can represent that we are trapped in a situation. Maybe we're trapped in a job, trapped in a neighborhood, trapped in something that we don't particularly like, but by the same token, we may want to escape it, but we don't know how, right? But when it's reversed, we find the escape hatch. The gate opens, the door opens, and we're finally able to pass through it. Now, I don't know, for some of you, it could be connected to this Three of Cups. It could be this gathering sort of helps you to find out how to get out of the situation. Others of you, this could be not connected. Maybe it's the top of week 3 is the celebration, and the bottom of week 3 has to do with something completely different. Where the Eight of Swords, you find the escape hatch from something that has been bothering you. It's good to see both the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands here in reverse. It looks like, Scorpio, this month we will be released from situations that have kept us bound, stuck, and in challenge mode all the time. It's releasing. Things are calming down. Week 2, you have the Page of Swords rooted down by the Seven of Pentacles in the upright position. Page of Swords represents air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For some of you, somebody's been blowing smoke up your butt, or it feels like it. Others of you have been hearing news, information, maybe a little bit of rumors could be going around, which is causing you to reevaluate with the Seven of Pentacles here, your financial situation, or even how you make your money. Now, it's funny because sometimes I use the analogy of the Page of Swords as like the person who spreads gossip at work. They're at the water cooler and they're telling you, hey, did you hear what happened? The company's planning on downsizing, blah, blah, blah. So it could be that for some of you, and that's why you're reevaluating what you're doing for work. Others of you, the Page of Swords can represent somebody just, messaging you, but giving you one-word answers. It could be small answers, not enough information in there, because the Page of Swords sometimes doesn't know the full story, doesn't tell the full story. It can be a little bit of stalker energy as well. Somebody could be looking into your, checking up on you, your social media, things like that. But it could also make sense too if you've applied for something, if you've applied for a loan, for a mortgage, for something like that, a job even. They sometimes do background checks. So if that's the case, that's probably what this is representing for you. For others of you, you're hearing rumors and it's causing you to reevaluate your financial situation. Maybe you're hearing rumors about the company's losing money, and so now you're like, uh-oh, maybe I better find out, or they're going to be, downscaling us, things like that. So it could be causing you to reevaluate. It's just having eyes on something. It's not actually taking action at this point, but it could be due to rumors because of the Page of Swords being here. The Seven of Pentacles is reevaluating, could be reevaluating your relationship too. Sometimes it's like, I've invested a lot into this relationship, and so I'm just looking to see if it's worth it to continue on. It can also represent, for some of you, looking at your financial portfolio and going, well, these stocks and these investments have, done well for me up until now, but maybe it's time for me to, look elsewhere to see if I can make it grow. But again, you're not really taking action. And it's a good thing you're not taking action, because if it's in any way connected to this Page of Swords energy, you don't want to take action because they don't know the full story. It's just a rumor at this point. So week 3, we have the Three of Swords in reverse, rooted down by the King of Wands upright. Three of Swords upright can point to, sorrow, loss, sadness, disappointment, all that stuff. Now, when it's reversed, this is about healing. But it's interesting because it points back to the Two of Swords upright, which is a card of indecision. Now, it's usually indecision connected with this loss. I use the analogy sometimes of, like, say, for example, this loss is representing a loss of your pet. And you're like, okay, now there's an indecision here because somebody could be well-meaning, telling you, well, look, there's another beautiful pet over here that needs a home. Maybe you should look into that. And you're like indecisive because you know that to take on another pet will bring you to this again eventually. Unfortunately, those little sweethearts don't live as long as we do, so we do have to encounter this several times if we're pet lovers, and So it could be that, or it could even be a relationship. Maybe you're finally made up after a breakup, and now it's like, okay, well, we've made up, so what do we do now? Get back together? There's an indecision right there, because you're wondering, I don't know, you put me in the Three of Swords before, I don't know if I want to go back there again. So it's just an indecisive thing. It's a thing to consider when the Three of Swords is reversed, although it is a healing energy. King of Wands is also here. This fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. King of Wands is someone who takes action. Now, this could be, you're finally healed from this disappointment or whatever happened here. So the King of Wands wants you to take action. This is very fiery energy, sometimes connected to business and enterprise, passion, fun, adventure, excitement, as well as travel. So maybe someone, this could be a friend, a family member, or your spouse, or somebody who is suggesting maybe travel. Let's go do something fun. Let's go do something exciting, adventurous. This could be somebody new showing up on the scene, or an old friend returning again back and maybe helping you through activity and through excitement to help you to heal from a situation. And the last week, you have some nice energy here. We have the Ten of Cups in the upright, rooted down by the Ace of Wands in the upright. So you started off with a celebration at the beginning of the month, and you end off with a big celebration at the end of the month. This is Ten of Cups. This can represent, well, it is, it does make sense. It is June, so there's a lot of weddings that take place, as well as graduations and things like that. So this could be a group of people, could be a family member. Maybe someone in the family is graduating. This is everybody getting together for a special celebration. Could be somebody is getting married, and this, again, can represent that wedding energy. It can represent a beautiful event taking place even in your own home, where everyone is gathering, all the loved ones, could be family or people who feel like family, and you're just having a really wonderful moment, all feeling the love. And out of it comes the Ace of Wands in the upright position. It's interesting because the King of Wands is here. The Ace of Wands represents passion. It could be passion returning. Maybe this is a return of a situation that turned bad a long time ago. The Three of Swords, oh, you're finally healing, you're good with it. Maybe the King of Wands is someone who comes in and says, invites you to this event and says, let's all go have a good time. Maybe you lost your passion for this whole situation or these people, but it's like, oh, the passion has returned again because now you're really enjoying yourself and having a good time. For others of you, the new spark, the new passion that comes from the Ace of Wands comes out of this event. So it could be that you go to this event. Maybe this is a passionate new relationship that starts. It could be a really, passionate excitement. Could be the beginning of an event. It could be the beginning. Maybe you find an opportunity in that gathering there to travel with somebody or to go someplace, do something fun. Could even be a business partner because it does represent business and enterprise. So something exciting happens, it looks like, and it comes from that event, or it comes right after the event. And it's in week 4. So it looks like a really good month here, Scorpio, because challenges are finally coming to an end and celebrations are taking over. And I'd be celebrating too if my challenges came to an end. And who knows? I'm a Scorpio, so maybe it will. So in closing, I will be pulling 2 cards from the Zodiac astrology deck. The first one is for love and romance. What do we have for the Scorps? Aries, number 25, collaboration. So it could be something special happens in your love life with an Aries, through an Aries, or on the 25th of the month, or when the moon's in Aries. Now, the second one is for career and finance. What do we have? Career and finance. Gemini, number 15, indecision. So there could be something special happen with career and finance with or through a Gemini when the moon's in Gemini, or most of the month the sun's in Gemini. So it could be any time. Could be on the 15th. It could be something indecisive around it as well, because the indecision is just kind of sticking out at me. Should I stay or should I go? It says at the top of the card. And this is under business and finance. Interesting. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Looks like a really interesting month for my Scorps out there. So I want to thank you very much for joining me. I really hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you again in the next video. Take care. Much love. Namaste. Bye-bye for now.